name is Amir Shepherd. I'm joined by my man Dance. This is of course, my brother Dan. And then I got my other brother over here, CJ, over here scratching his head. That's how he do. All right, you see that? I love it. That's how we do. A lot of love in here. Just normal people. So today,
Yes.
I kind of just been just like thinking about how music is in the world now, right? As far as like, and I'm talking about as far as like hip hop, R&B specifically, as far as country and stuff. I don't care about that. I listen to more of hip hop, R&B. I think y'all do the same, and
Right.
so I kind of just want to like touch base with that because I know for me, music has been like, I don't know, like it was here back then. Back then, I mean like 80s, 90s as far as hip hop and stuff. And now we at a whole nother direction as far as currently. So I mean, as far as my take on it, I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like we missing a balance, right, in music as far as hip hop goes. I think it's a little bit too much on one side as far as mainstream. I think I don't know. Like I just feel like some of the music, like we losing kind of like the heart of it, like the soul, like the parts where we kind of told a good story. I think as far
Right.
as like what they control on the radio, just kind of going a little bit too far left. I don't know how y'all feel about that.
Sure. I feel the same way. I feel the same way because just like you said, it's one-sided right now. You don't hear a lot of how you said knowledge rapping. People like like Nas and Common, and you don't hear guys like that no more. I mean, if they are out there, they're a little underground. You know what I'm saying? They're not, you know, uh, mainstream like those guys was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like you gotta listen to music depending on what you're looking for. So like it is like I feel like it is a lot of rappers out there that that do everything. Like with me, my generation of rappers, they do everything. So like you got rappers like XXX Tentacion. Like when I listen to him, I listen to like I could any mood I'm in, I could listen to him and he done made a song for that mood.
All
Like
right.
if
So
I
when you
want
say your generation, you talking about this is now, right?
this is now well, yeah, this is now. I would say like this is a little newer to me, but like I listen to this music more than older music, you know?
Okay. Because the reason I said that because it is important because I'm like right with the '90s. Like that's
Yeah.
where I grew up as far as hip hop and stuff. Like that was like late '90s is when it hit hard for me. I
Hmm.
Yeah.
always had it. I was always surrounded by it, but when I really started picking it up, I say I had to be like in what fifth and sixth grade. And I was listening to a lot of underground hip hop at the time, like like Pharaoh Monk, Mos Def, stuff like that. That's when
Hmm.
I went through different phases.
Hmm.
So my mainstream people was like Busta, Nas, Biggie, things like that. And see, I see
Hmm.
you smiling right now, and I said, Buster, what you doing that for? Don't you disrespect Buster, bro? That's a
Nah,
legendary guy.
I know Buster was raw back then for real. I know he was
That's
raw back then and stuff like that. But like, I was raised with like the oldest music I could think of listening to when I was a kid back then was probably like 50 Cent and Nelly and like people like them, I don't know, Kanye, like Kanye graduation. Like you when you was listening to Kanye, I would hear him from you, like and probably like, like them, and then and then it just like music just transformed into like then you had that's when like Drake and then Amigos took over all the little trap rap and stuff like that. And like,
Hmm.
the little, the knowledge rappers did disappear, but like I feel like they here. Y'all just gotta look for them in the new age. And they just
what,
rap differently. That's what I
what
think.
well, yeah, so okay, so I agree. Like we have like the conscious rappers, right? I just feel like as far as was being pushed mainstream, like
Yeah,
now I just feel like that balance is all like because we
a lot
always
of
had like the gangster rap,
It's a
We
lot of
always
trash,
had
trash,
right.
trash gangster rap. I don't like none of
But
the. I
see,
don't
right.
like none of the gangster rap because they all say the same stuff.
Right.
And
And I
yeah,
mean, it's don't get me wrong, it's cool. You know, a lot of people grow up to it, a lot of people listen to it, a lot of people can relate. But then again, like for me, like I said, the balance is gone. Like to what they push on the radio, it's like that's just it. Like it's just nothing else. You know, and it gets weird to me as far as like, hey, we just gonna push this. Hey, yeah, let's do some more of this. Talk about more of the bitches. Yeah, and I mean the ops.
Like
Let's
twerk
yeah.
music, all that. I mean, that's really all you hear nowadays on the radio. I don't even listen to the radio no more. I got my playlist of a lot of my old music from the
Yeah,
90s and 2000s. Like, I don't even listen to the radio no more.
yeah, and that's what I said. It's just like if you do tune in, you just be like, damn, man, that's just a barrage of just I got to go and get the ops, or yeah, I need to twerk, or yeah, just the bitch be sucking my dick, and it's like
Mhm.
it's nonstop though. You know, it just is on and on and on, and I just be
Yeah.
like, man, that's why when you look at a lot of the like this generation and stuff, like for me, you be like, damn, y'all are literally a reflection. Because the way y'all be talking out here be wild.
look though, when y'all think about that though, like okay, so back then, like okay, of course I wasn't born in like the '90s, and but back then, would you say that back then knowledge rap was the only thing to be pushed back then? Like you got what you had Nas, you had Most Def, you had who else you had? Like I don't know, like even Method Man and the Wu-Tang Clan, they was even like knowledgeable at some aspect. They wasn't just rapping about violence and gangs. They was rapping about like
Wu Tang, Wu Tang was kind of just gutter.
you think so?
A
I
lot of
don't
Yeah.
Wu
know,
Tang was gutter. They definitely was. They was just hey,
but
we about
I feel like back then it was probably like more knowledge rappers than it was more like gangster, gangster rappers like back then probably. And
Uh,
no.
you don't think
That's
so?
why I come with the balance.
yeah.
You do say it
And
was.
then, I mean, in the 90s, it was a lot of gangster rap going on. Okay, I mean, because that was when they had the whole Tupac versus Biggie stuff going on, West Coast versus East Coast stuff going on. So it was a lot of gangster talk back then.
Yeah, and specifically at that point, that's when all they surroundings was like they was promoting it, right? They was instigating it,
Right.
you know, because of course when you find out, like honestly, they was really trying to drop that shit. Like both parties was really trying to drop it. But you
Hmm.
know, they both had, you know, came to a demise because of who they surrounded themselves by.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it was more to the story, you know, and as today we learn more and we learn more about it because you know
Hmm.
it still don't make sense. Nobody was found as far as who, you know, who shot him and stuff like that. So which is always wild. But
Hmm.
I'll just say that's why I say I'll just say
I
that
feel
we
like
had that nice little balance because even like DMX was talking crazy, but then it was like a movie, you know, as
Right.
far as like, hey, this is I'm painting a picture for you of like what I went through because he always talked about his drug problems and stuff too,
Yeah.
and you kind of got like, damn, that's not fun.
Hmm.
Where today it's like, yo, everything about drugs is fun.
Right.
yeah.
Like mostly everything about drugs is fun. Like I got to be on every type of pill. If I ain't on it, hey, this party is trash. This is an ass
Hmm.
place to be.
I feel you on that. I don't know. I do feel like it probably is more gangster rap than it is like knowledge, but like honestly, like I feel like when you listen to the new music now, like I said, the people that I named and stuff, like you listen to them, you actually like they got certain like a lot of them got like music that you could just listen to, like where you like, all right, he rapping like he got some sense. He not just rapping about guns and violence. He rapping about like what he going through and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? Like it just it just be different. You know what I'm saying? Like I listen to like a lot of people that just make all types of music. They don't just make one type of music.
And that's cool. And just for another intro, so we got another one of the brothers, Rich, that just joined. You know, I know a lot of people probably when they look at this, they're like, "What the hell is that?" Yeah, so we might have brothers that drop in and some might have to drop out. Y'all still got our own lives, so don't mind that. We still have a nice conversation going on. As you can see, he's walking around in the store. So he had time to participate in this, which I appreciate.
That's all that matters. All that matters.
So he just dropped out. It's more likely because he in the store.
Who all in here?
It's just us right now.
Can't see us? Can't see us?
Yeah, can you see us all?
You gotta do the split screen, motherfucker.
I see that asshole cocksucker. Hold on, how you do the split screen? I'm like, oh man, hold on.
I don't know. I'm on the computer.
Push the participants. No, not the participant. Just slide over on the screen, on your screen.
Yeah, swipe left.
Okay, that's better. That's way better. Okay, there we go.
Because I got it in gallery mode so I can see everybody at once.
What's going on, bro?
What's the story? What's the conversation? What's going on?
So right now we talking about like how different music is as far as mainstream and balance it out. CJ just got through talking about, I had kicked off as far as like, how gangster rap was and stuff like that. CJ was kind of commenting how it is now. And just like the balance of drugs and the nature of it, because I had brought up DMX, how he talked about all his problems, but it wasn't seen as it was like, oh, this is what you need to do. It was more like, yo, this motherfucker got problems. And so, today's generation of like hip hop specifically, a lot of them glorify drugs. Like if you ain't doing drugs, you the outcast, So we were just kind of commented about that. Somebody else about to join too.
Well, what's that we were talking about last week? Remember you talking about like what the fuck we talking about? With the
I was gonna get into that.
Oh, are you in Menards again?
That was with the whole satanic stuff. No, we gonna touch base with that.
Ryan, we can't see your phone. You ain't got no service.
Are you in Menards again?
No, I ain't in Menards, man. Hold on. His fed ass phone cut in and cut my audio off.
I
can't hear.
No, okay, I'll just. Is Ryan in here?
Yep.
He ain't got no video.
I
think he could do the audio.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. So that's another brother. That's Ryan. Of course, y'all can't see him, but y'all can hear him. So that's cool.
Why we can't see him? That's fucking weird. I don't like that shit.
He probably got the camera off right now.
Man,
what are you doing that your camera has to be off? Cut that shit on.
I'm ass naked.
What the fuck you on here for? What?
Because I didn't want to miss another week, and then I'm the bad guy.
Oh, okay. I feel you. Fuck it. You could have just showed your face, man. We ain't got to see nothing else. We don't see your nipples and nothing.
It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing.
But yeah, that's what we've at. But no, we're gonna touch base in that.
Bro, because
we were just talking about, like I said, we were just kind of like talking about like the hip hop state of it. Because I wanted to talk about like hip hop and R&B. But like right now, we're just kind of talking about the hip hop as far as like, just the balance being kind of out of whack. And, like I said, I just felt like as far as mainstream, I just feel like a lot of stuff out of whack. And I just feel like it's affecting a lot of, especially this generation, because a lot of them just kind of just growing up off of it, and that's all they hear. And everything is, hey, they either twerking, killing, or whatever,
Popping pills.
Yeah, popping pills. I mean, it's normal now.
Y'all a little older than I am, so your music was different. But back then, wasn't it still like, for instance, I watched NWA came on TV the other day again, right? Pretty decent move. I mean, they got big off fuck the police. You know what I mean? Like, what's the difference between back then and now? What I feel like now is you have more women rappers that glorify sex and twerking and shit like that. But as far as like as far as negativity, it's always been there in the rap.
Right, and that's
Well,
why I
yeah.
was saying. I'll go ahead, Dan.
I was just going to say what you was about to say. That's what we were
Oh.
saying about the difference now. It was more gangster rap back then in the 90s. A lot of gangster rap, but we was also saying it was more conscious rappers too. It's like nowadays, like who are your main conscious rappers out right now? Like who's actually speaking knowledge? Who's trying to uplift people? Who's doing that? Because we had more of them guys back then.
But also ain't even gotta be more of a conscious rapper. It's just about who's really an artist, right? Like who's in it to be an artist. As far as like, I'm want to tell a story. I actually want to give you some art instead of just like, hey, because artwork today now is like, hey, let's pop these pills, let's go kill the ops, let's do this and let's do that. And it's the
That's
same stuff from
if you think about it, that man, it's all to control the world. See, back then it controlled us on a different level. Right now, you controlling the drugs. So like you said, it ran about pills and shit. The distributors got to get that shit sold. So who's the best to promote the shit? The rappers. So now,
yeah.
that's why it's being glorified in a different way. Like Ryan said, back in the day it was fuck the police. Okay. The rappers might put in our head the police will, but they ain't put in our head, let's go fucking pop pills or go be a transgender or gay. None of that goofy shit is going on right now. I just think the rap shit is all about control, man. That's why you ain't got the positive rappers no more. They don't want you to go with the positive rap. Like, ain't no Nas's and none of that shit.
Well, see, like I said, I just think.
So then you feel like this generation is a little bit weaker minded? Because
yeah, you can say that.
I could call you now and say,
easy be.
Huh?
Go ahead. What's that?
I said I could call you now and say, "Booby, let's go rob a bank," but you know better why. So we listen. All of us. I mean, I can't speak to everybody, but we all listen to that music, and I don't see none of y'all.
Of course,
you know what I mean? So,
it's all about how you was cut. Motherfuckers cut way different now. So easy to be influenced.
Yes.
I ain't gonna say control. The mind state of the kids now is easy to be influenced. The daddy ain't around. Oh, if the daddy around, he about that life too. Just shit. I was just sitting on TikTok the other day, little kid in the back, rapped the whole King Von fucking version. And motherfucker had to be number two. Well, at two at our age, shit,
No, go ahead, Finn.
Shit, at two back in the day at our age, shit, we was like worried about eating candy or stealing candy out the job.
And that's shit. what I was gonna say too. More so, what I feel like is more so glorified nowadays is get money, nigga, be rich. And what comes with that is the party lifestyle of pills and drugs. So what, like you just said, I'm gonna piggyback off that. Back then, I feel like y'all just wanted to go out. I mean, even my generation, we wanted to go on our bikes and ride. You know what I mean? Now it's electronics and this and that. It's just a whole different generation. So I feel like the music just went with the times. Like stuff that's just gonna happen.
Yeah, see, back then all our music was like glorified sex.
That's what I said. Like everybody loved R&B, 90s R&B. Like that was the shit. Right now, I mean, a lot of people, you know what I mean? It's just different. Like you got your Sexy Reds, and that's what young girls is listening to and looking up to. You got your Megan Thee Stallions. That's just what's glorified. But it's also because men, us as men, we glorify that. We want the thickest bitch. We want the bitch that's in the club twerking. Nobody want her as your wife, but when you see her out and about, you want that.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. That's why it blows me when a lot of guys always got a problem with women, and it's like, but you attacking when you out and about. So when a lot of people bring up like the Sexy Red and stuff like that, especially guys, because niggas glorify Future, and he's one of the worst guys as far as to want to be like, as far as like, oh, I'm a good father figure, or I want to be like him as far as with women. The nigga got a whole bunch of kids and all types of shit, and he clearly don't respect any of his baby mamas. And that shit, it blows me. And that's always funny to me. But
so do you feel that same way about Nick Cannon?
Nick Cannon is funny.
Right, but do you feel that way because Future portrays the street nigga aspect, whereas Nick Cannon portrays the I get like honky dory happy man. You know what I mean?
The
They
only
both
thing I
doing
don't,
the same
I think
thing.
Nick
the
Cannon
only
take care
thing
of
I
his
don't
kids,
know
though.
about Nick Cannon is I don't know how he treat each of his baby mama to whereas Future is out there. It is what it is. That nigga's trash. Nick Cannon, I don't know. They never come out and say, oh, he out here just fucking everybody, ain't taking care of his kids. Future, you know he not. Like they said that. They stressed it. Nigga been having an issue with Sierra not even thinking about him no more.
And that's
They
why
asked
I feel
Sierra
like
not
that,
too long ago, is he in the kid's life? And she just laughed.
How the hell you know that?
Because it pops up. It pops up. It's always around. Infant, don't forget, with Shine and stuff too. Because they'll ask her a question. Just have stuff pop on social media. That
Did you ever
popped
ask
up.
her this shit personally?
Huh? They asked her in some type of interview and she just laughed about it.
Nah, this beat look fucking rotten.
But as far as with the music, with hip hop, like I was saying earlier, we had gangster rap. And we had stories, we had art. We had the conscious rapper as far as mainstream. We had all this. That's why I was saying, that's why I brought up DMX, because DMX talked about the street life and all that stuff. But you got a story and you got the what word am I looking for? You basically understood where he was coming from. You saw the good and you saw the bad. You got the point to where a lot of the music today that's mainstream. I'm always say that because there's a lot of good rappers out here still, and I know who they are.
You do got a lot of good rappers that's conscious today,
but a lot of them not mainstream.
They can't go mainstream because that's
right.
not what's being pushed.
That's not what the right. That's not what the radio want. They not pushing it. That's why when you kept saying that, CJ, when you say you got to go look for it, and I agree with that, you do. But it's like, damn. So why y'all pushing this trash stuff on the radio all the time?
But
like,
what's the though? But you just don't live that life. If you live that life, you might be able to relate to that man. It might not. I
didn't live Jay-Z's life, but I understood. That's why I said when you look at a movie and they tell you a good story about the pros and the cons, the ups and the downs, you take it, you take to what they trying to speak to you about. And you be like, damn, that's kind of real. That's messed up. Like if you look at Menace to Society, right? That shit was all fucked up. And you see at the end, you just not gonna win living that type of life. The whole time, we didn't know he was dead when he was dying. The whole story was him why he was dying, what he was telling us. Had a crazy ass friend. He was living his life stealing cars, killing people, doing whatever. And that's what we got to where now if you make a today's rapper, most of the today's rappers, not everybody, I'm gonna keep saying that, most of today's rappers, if you make they music or song or whatever to a movie, the whole movie will be about them fucking and killing ops and making money. But I mean, I don't see the purpose of this story.
But listen though, that's the story of everybody right now. That's not the story of like back then. You had you got your OGs, you got all the gangsters that's respecting each other and this and that. But now you got the story of people backdooring each other and doing whatever they rap. You got the story of what they rapping. They just rap what they go through. So
that's just you probably couldn't relate to Harriet Tubman in the Underground Railroad. You know what I mean? Like it just different.
Yeah, like I just said, I couldn't relate to a lot of the rappers, but I understood the story they was telling. Like Harriet Tubman, you understood what she was doing. It was a story to be told. To where today, how is everybody telling that same story the same exact way?
Right.
It's like, damn, all of y'all for real? That's it. So when you wake up in the morning, you popping pills. You can relate to just popping pills in the morning.
It's niggas like that. Yes.
I'm asking you though.
I popped that shit in the morning, boy.
So how many of the ops you killing a day?
Look, Randy, listen, like just like how you said you don't relate to Jay-Z, but you understand. people understand that even though they don't pop pills every morning, they understand like, oh, bro got to pop a pill every morning because of the stuff that he go through in the hood, in his hood.
Well,
He
see,
wanna
they don't be talking like that though.
he want to constantly stay high and get away from that. Like it's people like now people don't know how to cope with they or express themselves, so they just write down like just ghetto stuff like, oh, I've been through this and that. You ain't been through this and that, but I've been through this and that, and I'm doing this and that to get it. Like you just it's a different way they explain stuff now. They don't explain stuff in a logic way. They explain stuff in like a gangster in a ghetto hood way. Cause they don't know nothing.
So you can see the issue as far as how they keep pressing that, how it can kind of keep affecting the generation, or you just see it as like
but
that's
if
just
they
fine. That's what everybody goes through.
If it was everybody that's rapping that is pretty sure like most of them people is going through that. Yeah, you got your false people, but pretty sure everybody that most of the people that's rapping what like, oh, I wake up and grab my gun and pop a pill and go out and do a drill. They pretty sure that they did that or did that before. And or they got people around them that's constantly doing that, or they was raised in that environment to where that's all they seen was people doing that, so that's all they know.
Well,
Just
then
like
let me
now,
go ahead.
and if you worry about like the music now influencing others, why didn't the music from the 90s influence the other people to stay the same way that they was?
Well, then let me ask you right quick. As far because we still talking about the same thing what he was talking about. Do you feel like that's everybody's story? As far as the mainstream rappers, you feel like everybody's story is that, and that's why it's being pushed like that?
I feel like that
When I was asking,
the mainstream.
I was asking Dan. Dan, can you hear me?
Oh my
Is
bad.
Dan?
Yeah,
My
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I can hear you.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah,
just asking. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, that's really all I hear when I turn on the radio. I mean,
and that's what I'm saying. Do you feel like that's like I don't know, just in your opinion? Do you feel like that's for this generation? Like that's what everybody's going through.
yeah, for this generation, yes, yes. And I was just sitting here thinking how
Thursday night
back
game.
in our day, I mean, in the '90s and stuff, we had different choices to listen to. We had more different choices to listen to. But I listened to everything. I listened to the gangster rap. I listened to,
But
guys like LL who sung all his raps was about women. Or you listen to guys like Nas was more, knowledgeable, or KRS-One. You had other rappers to listen to where you knew it wasn't all about gangster shit.
and I honestly
Yeah,
feel
go
like
ahead.
we got that in this generation. It just it's just like them people
Well,
not as
remember, I'm talking about mainstream, CJ.
right. They could be mainstream. They just not as famous as the other people because
Well,
they
that's what I'm
not,
saying. Well, that's
it's
what I'm
like
saying. Without going through that search, because that's why I said I know we have those rappers here. I know that. That's why I said I was like, and I know because I listen to them too. But I'm talking about as far as mainstream, as far as was always on the radio, always in tune, always put into your head. That's what I was talking about. Because I know those rappers here, but they
but
don't push them on the radio.
you got
It's only
people
two. It's like two conscious people they push on the radio when they come out, and that's mostly J. Cole and Kendrick.
yeah.
You
But
got
you had people that was up before they just stopped making music. Like Mac Miller, he passed away. Mac Miller was real conscious. He probably would have been up there if he wouldn't passed away. You got well, I don't even know if like Logic, he make music or not. I don't know if he good or not,
But they
but
don't put Mac Miller and Logic on our radio.
Mac Miller was on the radio when he was alive.
I say on our radio.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. What was y'all radio back then? Other than
No,
like
I'm talking about this generation as far as like a with the mainly black radio station.
right, like GCI and 92.3.
Right. That's Chicago radio station, in case people want to know.
I listen to 102.7.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's funny because that's our oldie station now with a lot of old music. Jesus Christ. But
I don't listen to nothing y'all talking about. It's all bullshit.
I bet you could Kevin Gates.
Yep.
What you say?
Sure do.
I said, I bet he could relate to Kevin Gates.
Yep.
Oh man.
That's my boy. I would like to meet him.
Now look though, y'all got just
I didn't
like
met
that.
a
Bro.
I didn't met a million ass eaters now because of Kevin Gates.
Oh Lord, we not doing that again.
But people,
What you say,
look,
CJ?
but look, people only know Kevin Gates as the booty eating man, and I know like I
Oh
don't listen to
Lord,
some.
I just
But
said
look, I
not
don't
that
listen
again.
to
And
some.
here we go.
Listen. I don't listen to some Kevin Gates songs where I was like, he kind of got some sense, bro. He kind of rapping like where he got some sense. So I feel like most rappers, like a lot of like mainstream rappers, they got songs where they make sense, but they also
Bro,
got
Kevin
songs where
Gates got a million. Like I listened to Gates before he became mainstream. Like, bro, if you really listen to him,
that's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to really listen to these rappers,
But
even the mainstream rappers.
so the
They got.
mainstream change a lot of people too.
I feel like
of course.
it's not what change. I feel like it's not changing the people. It's just the songs that's getting put out and the songs that's not. It's the songs that's getting pushed in people's faces and the songs that's not getting pushed in people's faces.
No, I
Nowadays,
mean
don't
it comes down to a money thing. I learned. Did you
right,
ever think you would be an electrician? Probably not. Did I think I'd be fucking with pipe? No, but you went that way due to money. So of course, as a mainstream rapper, you probably don't like half the stuff that you have to do, but you have to do what sells as an
right,
entertainer.
and
So that means you sell out.
and you could.
Yeah, sure, yes.
But I mean, you got DMX making Christmas songs back then and Christmas jingles, and he ain't no he was a gangster. Method Man and all them was making theme songs and movie songs and acting and stuff. Well, do that mean they sold out, or do that mean they trying to make more money?
Well, DMX making a Christmas song? You talking about him
Right.
just? You talking about him just singing the
Look
Rudolph the
up DMX.
Red-Nosed
Look
Reindeer?
up DMX rapping Jingle Bells. He
Yeah, no, but
made
that
a
was just
song.
them. He was just like at a radio station or something, though.
But I'm saying though, you got them doing stuff like that, and it's like all the same thing. He did it
But I
for
know where he did that because it was what he grew up with it and he remembered it and he
Nigga
just did a
was
little
high.
twist.
Right.
Nigga was high as hell. He probably don't remember he was fucking rapping Jingle Bells.
But I'm just
But I'm
saying, but that was just that he didn't make no money off of that. That was just some him as a kid, and he just remember it. That ain't make him any money. But we came from the era where the person who sold out, y'all remember, was MC Hammer supposedly, but MC Hammer was the one putting money back into his community.
Y'all see that
Right.
nigga? I'm gonna make this nigga rap Jingle Bell.
Man, you could
Oh,
everybody sells out, man. I mean, that just it just come
But
with the
now people,
territory.
we don't nobody care if nobody sell out now. The only thing people care about is music that they could bump in their ears and vibe to.
And but right.
If you wanna hear some pill popping music, you gonna find some pill. If you wanna hear some twerking music, you gonna find some. If you wanna hear some dot music, you gonna find some. If you wanna people, that's all people care about now. Not that person sold out. Oh, that person got canceled. Oh, this person did this. They don't care about none of that now. The public opinion changed into what it is. Everybody got their own opinion, I think. So it's like even though everybody hate that rapper, that one person still gonna be like, I don't get no fuck. I'm gonna listen to that rapper regardless because I like that rapper.
Yeah, no, you could tell because you know what 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine was still out here making
Exactly.
music somehow.
6ix9ine still selling tens of millions of dollars, still making tens of millions of dollars off his music.
Which that's why I was saying and for me, I don't know about y'all, but that's how you can kind of see how music do kind of, it affects your community. It affects who listen to it, right?
Yeah.
Because like I said, with a person like 6ix9ine back in, of course, my day, he would have been done, right?
Right.
He would have never
Somebody would have
survived.
called him out.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm telling you. I like the generation just changed. So like you got a rat in the community. Of course he's gonna be done back then, but now he just walking around living life. Like that.
Yeah, that's
like,
why I think it's just a lot of stuff is funny because I do think a lot of stuff like with hip hop, a lot of the stuff is just, it's a selfish thing now. A lot of it is just kind of like a selfish thing. It's not about like all of us doing something. It's more of like I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons why most deaf stopped rapping.
Yeah.
He wasn't gonna sell out.
And then I do think, like I said, even though we had the violence and stuff even back in the day, but like I said, especially mainstream, I just think that balance was there because when you seeing, I don't know, you seeing kids carrying a bag of guns.
And then you also got you had to balance us shit. We was sneaking listening to half that shit because our mom and daddy wouldn't let us listen to that shit.
Yeah, we
Now you got
couldn't.
the mom and the daddy, the kids in the car listening to Ski Yeet all the fuck together. Nigga, I
Right.
listen to the fucking life.
Right.
And I seen a car full of little kids and they mama all that Ski Yeet. God damn. It is
Nah, that's
sad.
true though. That's true.
Yeah.
So you had the tones with that shit back in the day, nigga. We wasn't listening to that shit. Fuck, we had to sneak and listen to that shit.
Yeah.
Now
Because
your
that's
mama
when
put it in. Oh, you put it in. Like what the
I
fuck?
never forget. I never forget the Best Buy guy messed me up from getting that first DMX album. I'll never forget that. About to buy me the album, and he go tell our mother, he like, hey, you know this is parental advisory on there. I was like, you serious, bro?
Like, hey, CJ,
Yeah.
you seen any new movies that came out in the last like 2 years?
I can't name them off the top of my head. I did go see
Okay, you
some though.
probably, okay, if you did. Now pay attention to the soundtracks that in these movies now. They don't
Is
even
it
play that new
soundtracks?
shit. I mean, if that's what you want to call it, maybe it's called something new now. But if you listen to the music they play all our shit, old shit.
You talking about okay. You talking
Any
about
movie, any movie you go see right now, they play all old shit. Like, nigga, I was watching the Turtles cartoon, they was playing all old shit.
I haven't watched that yet either.
I want to go.
You can't even make a movie now and have that drill shit going in the background and all that's not gonna even make sense to the movie. Like, what the fuck?
Right. So that's another thing I'm saying. Like all that drill music is not really mainstream. When you say mainstream, I think mainstream like Drake and Lil Baby, like not like even Lil Durk Lil Durk went mainstream, but back then he was making drill rap, but now he went mainstream and he more singing. He's more singing. Like any drill songs is not really mainstream. Those just the songs y'all mainly hear because of when y'all look up rap. But if y'all look up,
No. I'm talking about the stuff on the
mainstream,
radio. When you go listen to the radio, you're gonna be amazed.
The mainstream music is still like drill music. They just clean it up just a little bit.
And the thing is, on the radio, it ain't like you can't really clean it up because the content, it's there. Like the context of it's just there. Like you can't clean up. Yo, I'm about to go run up on the ops. Like you can't really clean all that up.
This shit is like the first 48, man. A bunch of niggas rapping about telling on themselves.
And right, and like I said, and I get it. I don't have an issue.
We ain't do. And now you got niggas out here, motherfucker, rapping in a transgender fucking dress and shit. Something like we didn't do.
I don't have an issue
at all. I do not like you guys. I am scared.
I don't have the issue of the gangster rapping stuff. Like I said, I have the issue
not gangster rapping though. It's not gangster rapping if you think about it.
Well, as far as them rapping what they rapping about, right? I just have the issue of it. I just feel like it's just a lot.
It's fentanyl.
I do not. That's my problem. That's my problem. Like, cause I make music, so like I listen to like a lot of the rap now, and like, yeah, like when I listen to music, I be like, bro, you got a Glock, and you got a Glock, and you got a Glock. Y'all all got the same guns. Y'all all got the popping the same pills. Y'all all doing the same stuff, and y'all just all rapping the same things, just in a different way. I'm confused. I don't want to hear. I'm tired of hearing that. It is
it's barely different though.
It is. It is barely different. It's just they from different streets. They just
with
rap.
A different beat.
I'm from this street on this beat, or I'm from this street on this beat. Yeah. With that, yeah, it's a lot. But those people ain't mainstream to me. I honestly don't think that's mainstream. Like if I turn on the radio, I hear probably like one drill song that I think is trash. That's probably mainstream right now. Like I probably turn on radio and hear probably Ski, like y'all said. But that's because that's being pushed out like that.
Let me ask y'all a question then.
I like that shit, by the way.
Well, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all have an issue with women rapping, especially being like really sexual? Like, is that a big issue? Because I see that a lot. Like a lot of guys, like women, like women being, sexual with their raps and
these women right now.
Right. I'm just trying to see if y'all have an issue and trying to, see how y'all feel, because I just see a lot of guys always commenting on it. And the reason why I'm asking y'all is because when they do, it's kind of weird, because you could rap about fucking this girl and that girl and this girl getting your dick sucked all day. But when the women start talking about, I'm doing this and doing that, it's like, whoa.
It's
Hold
called a
up.
What was
standard.
Wait
what
a
was
second.
listen, no, I
So
have a
go ahead,
A
problem
double
with
CJ.
standard.
I have a problem with that. I have a problem with women's demoralizing themselves, but it's not because of me. It's because of them. Because they expect to get treated like a queen, but they put their image out as like a a prostitute or something. Like y'all expect to get treated like this, but y'all acting like this. That's my problem. That's my whole problem. And even so, like I don't even think like you could think y'all could think that girl is bad, but if she right there shaking ass and being weird and doing all freaky stuff, I don't think that girl bad because I got morals, and I'm like that girl ain't got no morals. So that's me. That's me personally. That's what I think. So like yeah, I have a problem with them like Sexy Red and Mulatto and whoever Ice Spice. I don't even think Ice Spice. Everybody say Ice Spice so good. I don't even think she good just because of like what the image she putting out on herself. Not because of me, because of her. The image she putting out on herself.
Hey,
What
that's
you
the
was trying
same
to
sound
say,
like
right?
hey, like Mulatto before she even got to doing that shit. Y'all remember her from back in the day when she was little?
I don't.
Nah, I
Uh,
don't.
She was on the that show, the rap game. Like Shorty cold as hell, like on the Nas type shit. But the fucking white
that,
people had to control it and doing that other shit.
that don't sell.
No, I
Right.
don't. So
Right.
she had to switch over. So she had to
And then
switch the fuck
look
over.
though,
Like, hey,
look though.
look up right now. That little girl was cold as hell. And then she had to fire her father because he was the manager. She had to fire him because he wasn't with the image of her getting naked, thick ass, and all that shit. Like, look Shorty up. Shorty was cold as hell, boy. I'm talking about.
That's just not what's still in this generation, and I honestly feel like most of these rappers like y'all will probably be surprised, like Young Thug, he got some good lyrics, like he raps sometimes, he got some good lyrics, but the music that we hear is not the music that we, you know what I'm saying, it's not the music that's the lyrics, that's the just the catchy songs. And you be like, nah, he just mumbling and doing all this, and then you go turn on his album and play like one random song in his album, you be like, oh dude really know how to rap. And you got a lot of people like that. Even though like Future got a couple songs where he's singing or he rapping. He actually put his actual soul into the song instead of making a catchy song. That's why I feel like a lot of people make a lot of catchy songs and then they'll throw out their little lyric songs and those don't catch on. And
I
what
don't
we
know.
supposed to do?
That's
I
true.
think differently of them as far as I mean, I get it, but I think differently of like Future and Young Thug because I listened to the albums a couple of times, like a couple of albums, and I just like, hey, it's whatever. But
Right, and the ones that you listen to is probably the most mainstream ones, which is the ones they put the most catchy songs on. You ain't listen to no random album where he just threw it out there and it ain't really got that many sales. You probably listen to like all these new albums that they putting out, and they all selling like they hitting breaking charts because they all the songs is catchy.
you know, trying to hop back to the subject though, real quick. Like I said, I'm trying to touch everybody as how they feel. And I know Ryan, you was about to say something about the women too, though. What you was about to say?
I hate them.
Oh Lord.
I mean, hey, look though, not to be strong, but like, yeah, these female rappers, bro, I feel like that with Ryan, bro. Like, it just like I don't like
No,
that, bro.
it's just like what CJ said. Like you want to listen, you want to talk that, do that, but then when I treat you like that, I'm the bad guy. I'm a womanizer. I'm this. I'm that.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
like
but
I said, stuff like to what you said, Randy. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's life though. A lot of stuff with women is a double standard. Correct. I don't want my woman talking about her booty hole brown. Like, that just
Yeah.
that's strange. Like, how would you imagine if you had a little daughter or something and you came and you seen her in her room singing that? Like,
right. Yeah, like some of these female rappers out here, it's like it's cool if you had a verse or two in your song talking about what you can do, but when you got a whole song talking about it, and you got more than one song talking about the same, it's just like you said. If we
it's
talking like
overkill.
And
right,
it's
men,
every
right, it's
with
overkill. It's overkill.
with these females nowadays is every song, but you got your female rappers back then like who? Lil Kim, where she don't
Right,
rap like she
Right?
had her little
You
freaky
had
she
Lil
had a little
Kim, you
freaky
had
song,
Trina,
but
No,
you
she
had
had a lot
Trina.
of freaky songs. Little Kim kicked it
oh
off.
okay, but I don't know. All I know is that one song she had with Biggie where she just said a lot of crazy stuff at once. I was like,
Little Kim changed the game for women because she came out to where she could be comfortable with her sexuality and she was comfortable talking about all the stuff men was talking about, but for women, as far as fashion, money, having sex, and all that stuff. So what I'll say to that is I get it, because I don't even like to hear a guy talking about that shit all day, because I'm like, you literally have nothing to talk about.
Right.
So, and I know what you mean, Ryan, when you say a double standard, because things are double standard. But I just wanted to know how y'all feel about it. But as far as the whole thing, like, I don't, it's not my thing. Do whatever you do. But I just feel like it's weird for the guys, like for me, honestly, for guys to listen to like a Future and then have an issue with like a Cardi B. Because it's like, nigga, Future literally, wait a minute, hold up. Future over here talking fucking women in Gucci flip-flops and all types of stuff.
Correct.
He's wild, and you know that. And so when I see the guys, they be like, oh, Future, my man. And they be like, oh, Sexy Red, fuck that hoe. I be like, hey, what are we doing? It's confusing to me. It's weird.
Not really, though. You as a man should be able to relate to that. And your time.
No, I cannot relate to him.
The times that you was out here, we all been there. Womanizers, everything, had women, whatever. So we've all been there. He never grew up and is still stuck in that stage because he has so much money that he can do that, and women allow him to do that. So you can't say that's weird. If I was sacked up like that and I had, I'm fucking bitches in Gucci flip flops. Fuck it.
But Ryan, you have people that's in a relationship, that's cool in a relationship, that's happy in a relationship, and they love Future and hate Sexy Red. I'm not talking about what we did back in the day or anything like that. I'm talking about for the dudes that always complain about women with this music, but then you go and look at your music and it's like, damn, you kind of a fucking hypocrite.
Have you listened to like Sexy Red music?
Right.
Like, bro, one day I just went to see. So I listened to her album, and like he said, bro, every song was about it was just wild shit. It wasn't, oh yeah, I fucked this nigga. It's this nigga gonna do this. Like it's wild, bro. Like
I get that, because the album is not for you, right? And I get that. But I'm saying for the males, when they make the album for the males, and it's all cool and fine and dandy for the guys, they be like, oh, this is my shit. And he talking about, yo, hold up.
Example. A lot of men love what's her name? SZA, that Snooze song, right? Y'all don't fuck with that song?
Yeah, I like that song.
Exactly. So it has nothing to do with a double standard. I could like a woman's music, but make good music.
No, I didn't say, no. That's not what I said. I ain't saying nothing about it being bad music or good music. I'm talking about as far as the content. Because when the guys do, this is my issue.
You're trying to say men don't like the music because of what she's saying. No, niggas don't like the music because it's trash.
What? No, see, no. Because guys put out trash. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm not talking about as far as the caliber of the music. I'm talking about the guys that don't like it simply because of what she's talking about. But then you go and listen to a guy, the nigga that's probably talking about the same shit just for the guys, and they be like, yo, this is what it is. And the nigga's trash. But you only like it because he's talking about, oh, he's fucking bitches. But what he's saying is absolute booty.
with Future and like, if you compare Future to like Sexy Red, I feel like that's a whole different like dynamic. Like, you got these, like I'm saying though, the only reason I don't like this, like, I could listen to some Future, yeah. I don't really like Future like that. Future not my guy. Like I like him. He got some catchy songs that I'm like, all right, he decent. He got some songs where he's singing and stuff. But if I turn on Sexy Red, I can't listen to like a whole song. I really cannot. I really can't. Like, I even tried.
And guess what, CJ? Me neither. But that's not my problem. That's not my issue.
But that's what I'm saying. If I can't even listen to a whole song of her demoralizing herself, why would I even say like, oh, I understand she's just a girl. She just like a Future version of a girl. She just a girl version of Future. She's not. Because Future ain't really demoralizing himself and saying his booty hole brown, because he could say that too, because he a man. He ain't saying all that. He just saying he fucking bitches in some Gucci flip flops with, and he got money. Sexy Red not saying that. She just saying
and real quick, you don't see how crazy that sounds?
Okay, what is Sexy Red saying compared to Future? He fucking bitches in Gucci flip flops. Sexy Red saying
And
her
she
coochie
fuck
pink,
and
her
she
booty hole
fucking and
burnt.
she fucking her bitches.
She's fucking 30 niggas. That's what she's saying.
What? See what I'm saying?
But that don't nobody want to hear no female doing that. That's what I'm
No,
telling you.
but
Don't
see,
nobody want to hear.
that's where you get it wrong. They do, and that's why she's still out here. What I'm
Bro.
not saying, look, you getting it confused. I don't listen to Sexy Red. I'm not saying her music is hot. What I'm asking is for the guys that have such a big issue trying to say that her music is trash, which it is. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying for the guys that say that and they be on this big hate bandwagon, ooh, we hate Sexy Red, we hate when they talk like that. But why is it okay for you to listen to a nigga that's just as trash, that talks about the same thing, but you don't judge him? But you don't judge him.
Nigga, he's a nigga, and that's a female. Why do you want to hear a female?
Because that sounds sexist as hell.
I mean, hey, but females don't like Future, but they turn on Sexy Red. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I'm just saying that just sounds sexist. I give them all the equal treatment.
He's a
if
nigga.
they trash, you trash.
Listen, Ray, if you had a homie with hella money and he's saying, "Oh, I fuck this bitch, and I got this bread," you be like, "That's cool, bro, you good." But if you had a female friend that's like, "Oh, I'm fucking all these niggas and I'm doing all this," you'd be like, "Damn, like chill out."
That's because I'm a guy.
Exactly. So why do you want to hear a female rapping that in your ear?
No, but you missing the point.
That's what you saying. I don't like me. I hate Sexy Red. I hate any female.
I'm just saying, why not judge the guy that's doing it the same way? That's trash. Not the good rapper, but the trash rapper.
Because he's
why not judge him like, damn, you trash, bro? You literally say you gonna fuck bitches, get your dick sucked, and you saying the same exact thing over and over.
Because he's a guy, and she's a
girl.
So
it's a sexist thing.
Hey,
well,
I don't want to.
Well,
go ahead, Dan.
What I would say about Future is he's a little bit more than that. He can rap about a little bit more stuff. I mean, it's mainly about.
Well, Future's a writer. The Future's a writer. I'm just talking about specific songs. Future's a writer. He wrote songs for a lot of people, and he a producer too. But I'm just talking about specific songs.
But that's the thing, though. You won't call Future trash because he got more inventory. He got more.
I will call Future trash, though.
Well, I mean, the majority.
I'm just saying, I know what you mean.
Right, the majority won't. You know.
And I guarantee you, Sexy Red will fall off sooner or later.
Exactly.
I don't know. No, she's not. This is a different generation. Ice Spice still exists. Ice Spice still exists. Ice Spice still exists, bro.
Bro, she's gonna fall. Sexy Red is gonna fall.
Ice Spice still here, bro.
She's been making hits for years.
Ice Spice, listen, that's because Ice Spice make dance songs. She making New York drill songs that people could dance to.
No, she make trash songs. And I think what she, Sexy Red is going to be, all these artists that come out are going to stay.
All of them. Nah, Sexy Red.
Think about it. City Girls still here, aren't they?
Bro, no, where are
they? It ain't been that long, though. Right.
That's because
you ain't heard a City Girl song in a minute.
That's because they doing their own thing right now. What's the name chilling with Diddy?
With Diddy, right? So she had to make herself relevant.
How many songs they have out? How many songs they had out?
They got a. I can't even name no City Girl song no more.
Right.
That's because you don't listen to City Girls, but they got enough music. They should have been. They should never had got where they was at. City Girls are known. They damn legendary in the hood.
Actually, I feel like City Girls started this little get money, fuck niggas, and fuck the niggas only about the money movement. But I feel like they really glorified it in our generation. Not y'all.
See, this is what I'm saying with this generation. This is what my whole thing to this, right? It's like with this generation, they push this shit on the radio. They want this to be on the radio. It's not because of sale, because none of these niggas sell out concerts at all. None of them sell out concerts. So it's not the music that sells. Because they don't sell concerts out. So where they getting all their money from? You know, they barely making it. You got some people that's doing good for themselves, but you got a lot of them. That's why they scavenge around the way they do, because they don't sell out tours. They don't sell out any of that shit.
And
I feel like they just put this shit out here because then all these kids and stuff ramshacking these stores downtown and stuff, and just it's a million of them outside. It's different, right?
Yeah.
It's real. I think all this stuff is being just pushed on just because it's like they don't give a shit about a lot of black people anyway. So why not let us self-destruct? Why not?
Exactly.
And we make it, and we defend a lot of it, right? That's why I say even back then we had all the gangster music, it was still fucked up, but that's why I said at least it was a balance there that kind of keep you like, hey, yo, not everybody took that message. But right. I'm just saying, you at least had that balance to give people a chance. That's why people was really pushing to get their shit out there, to where it's just like now, it's just like, damn, we kind of going, to the point of no return.
They're doing anything to get money. That's it. Whatever.
Right. That's what I said. It's just all about money. Yeah. They just say, hey. And then a lot of them don't have money. And we know that.
Right.
They rent out shit.
Right. They want to act like they got money.
Right. It's an act, and I get it, for them to have the fame and all that stuff like that. But a lot of them not rich.
But to a lot of these people, shit, just having 100,000, they feel like they rich. If they got 100,000 in their pocket, even though it ain't gonna last, but it's making them feel like they're not thinking about the future. They thinking about right now. So they get money right now. That's it.
That's why I was just saying, that's why I was just kind of like speaking on things like that, and it just, I don't know. I just think a lot of that stuff is just weird, and especially how they push it on the radio, because nobody has a problem when black people killing each other or doing all this stuff with each other, Just think about when Rick Ross was talking about, remember what song was that when he was talking about date raping and shit like that?
Yeah.
And he had said a line, it was a quick line, he said it was about date rape or whatever. But they lost their minds.
Putting a pill in their drink.
Right. Yeah. They lost their minds, right?
You don't even know.
Right. There you go. They lost their minds. Everybody lost their mind.
I honestly, when that song first blew up, I did not even know he said that until like now. And I was like, and I listened to the song now. I'm like, he said that, and nobody really said. I ain't hear I went on, but I wasn't on social media as much back then either. So I was probably like, I'm just not noticing you say. I'm like, ain't nobody even say nothing about this line. Like, what the?
Yeah, that's what I said. I just think some things are weird, and that's kind of me going into like our next little part of this whole topic. Is now I kind of want to touch base with and I don't really care for the woman or whatever like that, but it just have people always trying to go back to this agenda with the whole satanic stuff, right? So I kind of want to talk about because of course what Doja Cat, how they said basically now she worshiped the devil because she did the video and she did the whole makeup and all that stuff like that. And I was just trying to see, how y'all kind of what's y'all kind of take on that whole thing? Do y'all believe she sold her soul, or what y'all think about it? I asked Ryan. Yeah, go ahead, Ryan. I was gonna say I asked Ryan first then.
I ain't really hip to it. I don't know what happened.
Doja Cat dressed up as the devil, and she made this song called Demons, and she also been doing a lot of demonic stuff before she even did this. And she got songs where she like, I'd rather the fame than the money than my life and all this stuff. And she do a lot of embarrassing things, and they say those are embarrassment rituals where she shave her eyebrows. She do a lot of weird things. Now she could be doing this for attention, but she's not getting the attention that she need to be. You know what I'm saying? She's not getting that much attention to just be doing this. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly do feel like that's some yeah. I honestly do feel like that.
Well, Dan, do you know anything about it?
I just I forgot what I was on. I think I was on. It was some story. I clicked on it, and I saw how she was dressed. I guess it was her album cover or something like that, as the devil. And somebody was showing pictures of when she first had started, where she just looked, beautiful, and it wasn't being weird. And they was just kind of saying how she sold herself to the devil to, try to make money. So, I mean, I don't know how much of that is true, but for her to do the things that she did, as far as the makeup and dress up like that and all that, I mean, I don't know, maybe it is something to it.
Yeah, Ryan. I mean, like I said, the biggest thing that's been going on with her now, like the last thing she did was this video. I think the song is "Paint the Town Red," and she dressed up like a demon and stuff like that. And
Like
so,
Ryan, she went full all black skin, tail,
I mean,
horns.
just like if you see a movie, you know what I'm saying, right? If you see a movie when somebody transforms to the devil or a demon with horns and stuff or something like that,
But
or
she, but
you see like you saw Insidious before,
Mm-hmm.
and you remember the demon that was chasing him.
Yeah.
So if like the demon that was chasing him in the first one, she was kind of like that, except in all black. She was just all black.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
Yeah. So she was just all black, and everybody believed like, you know, a lot of people don't want to listen to it because they say it's satanic and things like that. And it's like, oh, this is just overkill for me. This is too much. Right.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, like my thoughts is like, why is this too much now? So like I said, where people been talking about murdering each other and stuff like for a long time. And when everybody talking about killing each other, doing all this other stuff, and in my eyes, I thought all of that satanic. So I don't know.
I honestly feel like I said back then, you know, I honestly feel like I would, I would, I was raised around rap. And rap is about, like, of course you're gonna hear some person saying they killing somebody. Of course you're gonna hear some person saying they doing this and that. I was not raised around people rapping about worshiping the devil and becoming the devil that they are.
We
It's
have
out
Bone
of my norm.
Thugs.
It's out of my norm, and that's very like not normal to me. I honestly
Right.
feel like that's not okay to even listen to. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, it's a person rapping about killing somebody, but I was raised around that. We all done heard, even since a kid, we done heard somebody rapping about killing somebody. We done heard somebody rapping about this, rapping about that. We have not heard nobody rapping about they finna go with the devil and the demons and worship them and become the number one demon.
Well, do you like Bone Thugs, CJ?
Bone Thug.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. No,
That's
not
before
really.
his time.
It was I just wanted to see because you know you got a lot of people that do like Bone Thugs, and of course you know a lot of their songs was, "Hey Mr. Ouija, I wanna know my future about the murder, the bloody murder. I come again, Mr. Ouija." And so that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know. I just thought killing and just doing all these crazy things. I just thought it was just hey, I don't know.
Well, if you think about it, a lot of the gangster rap was storytelling because everybody used to talk about rap about what was going on in their hoods.
Yeah, and Biggie was
So,
talking about, hey, if you want to die, it might as well go to hell.
right.
Right, but
Well,
he didn't say he wanted to go to hell. He said all the shit that he done
He
did might
said
as
he
well have been.
literally said that in the song.
He said he wanted to go to hell.
And he made a whole song saying he can't be in heavy with the goodies. He need to be down there because he like to wear black Timbs and black hoodies.
Hey,
Just say
He made a
God probably
whole
have him on some
song.
real strict shit. No sleeping all day, no getting my dick lit.
Right. Hanging with the goodies, lounging in paradise. I like the
well,
what he say? I like the what he say? Shit, I can't remember. But
but I
yeah, but
mean,
was
but
that was all that music, the music that y'all saying now, all the older music, was that their main category of their music, worshiping
no,
the devil and wanting to
well,
go to
go ahead,
hell?
Dan. Well, you know, hold on, CJ. Go ahead, Dan, because we keep cutting them off.
no,
My
I
bad.
was just, I probably lost my train of thought, but what I was gonna say was they rapped about that stuff, but was it more of knowing where you was going to go? You know what I'm saying? Because you was doing the things that you was doing. Whereas to she is,
It's like
you
she
know,
want to go there.
right. It's like she's currently doing it. A lot of the other raps was storytelling in a way. This what happened, this what I used to do, stuff like that. Where she's rapping about something current, like she's currently doing it. And that's where people are probably taken aback from it. Because everybody, I mean, mostly, I mean, this is a Christian society. So anytime you start talking about worshiping the devil, people is gonna jump right in and be like, "Oh hell no, where is she going way too far now?" You know.
And you know what, and I understand that, right? You say this a Christian society. As far as the country, it's just all most of it's Christianity, right? They always say, "In God we trust" is on a dollar bill, no matter what. No matter if you
Right.
sleeping with prostitutes, you manipulating the system, you killing, you doing all of this. In God we trust, right? Soon as you talk about, hey, I could literally be slicing somebody's throat, and somebody be like, "Yo, man, that's all the time I do that because I can't wait to see the devil." I'll be like, "Hey, hold on, man. I'm just slicing the throat. You going too far." I'm just
To
saying,
me,
like,
though, with that devil stuff, though, I've always like that was always hand in hand for me, honestly. Like they always portrayed like music with the devil. You know what I mean?
mhm.
So for me to see that, that don't really, it's not a
Yeah,
shock.
you're right. You're absolutely right
Like
because
everybody always said, like,
if you think you're right. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no,
Finish.
go ahead.
No, I was just saying that you were right because I mean, if you think about it, I don't know about you guys, but Randy, back in the day when all the gangster rap was out, you had the Christians coming out protesting our
Mhm.
music and stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah, Ryan is right about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
you do.
said.
You
So
had a
like,
lot of the
it's
old Christians
nothing.
that came out to where
Like
now,
what was that song with Snoop Dogg? Was it "Murder Was the Case"? Remember when he was
Yeah.
in that
yeah,
video
and
and he
the whole
turned
video had the devil chasing him around.
exactly.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that's not it's nothing new. Like I that the devil stuff is not. Once again, it
But you,
comes down to the day and age. Like for you
but you want
guys,
to
you
know
guys
what? But you
seen
want to
that.
know what's new though,
Like
Ryan?
CJ's never,
I
like you
do
said, he never seen that. Like
I
that's
But you
do
want to
feel
know
like
what's new? It's on a whole new level because now you know you got stuff that had came out that everybody believes like Illuminati and things like that. So now to where back then you didn't have that, so people wasn't thinking like, oh yeah, Snoop Dogg, yeah, he's a true devil worshiper. Yeah, he with the Illuminati. Biggie Smalls, Illuminati, he believe in the devil. To where now it's like, oh yeah, I can see it. Doja Cat, uh-huh, she one of them people.
but
And
like
you
to be
know
Mhm.
honest,
that's why I see the huge difference because yeah, just like you said, it always been like I said, I started rapping Bone. This stuff always
Mhm.
been there. But now
but
you
I
got
could
the
say
level of what people
like
believe in, and they just be like, nah, we need to cancel her. Like I don't like Doja Cat, no way. She was like a Nicki Minaj knockoff to me, right? But I'm just saying, I just think it's weird, like with
what's
certain
one of her
music,
popular songs.
huh?
huh?
What's one of her popular songs?
Well, the one that's out right now is Paint the Town Red. That's the one that got the devil, her dressed as a demon, and all that stuff on there. But I'm just saying, like, as far because you know, even when we get into that, right? That's just one thing. Because even like at these Beyonce shows and stuff like that, oh yeah, just for the people know, this is another one of my brothers. This TUI Tyrone, Mikey. That's what you hear say that. So he just joined the conversation. So but his audio ain't even connected. But real quick, like you down because you got like people like Beyonce to where they say, you know, at her shows. I don't know if you heard, they said basically on her screen that it's a ritual that you know it's all demonic and things like that because she do like these things, these different artworks, these flashes and all types of stuff. And you know they always say she give praises to I think it's like Ushan or something like that, an African god, and they be like, oh, it's all part of it, it's all demonic. And so you know I just be wanting to know, like, I don't know, like, are we doing this research? Are we just coming up to say this stuff? Is it when you talk about a different God that you're not comfortable with? Is it automatically just demonic? You know what I'm saying? Or do you really believe that this person is praising Satan? And from what you already listening to, it's like, is it really bothering you? I mean, let's say you were listening to Doja Cat, because I know a lot of y'all don't listen to her anyway. I don't listen to her. But I'm just saying, let's say your favorite artist just one day was like, yo, Satan gave me a word and he said, shine on. Like, would
I
you
would
like,
turn
yeah, it's over?
I would turn that song off.
And that's what I'm
Literally.
saying. But let's say you were just
Like
bumping him in a song
listen, no
before,
wait.
he was like,
It
yeah,
could be
bitches on my dick.
yeah,
I'll
exactly.
get killed quick.
Listen.
And you
It
know
could
what
be
I'm saying?
future. It could be future rapping about fucking a bitch with Gucci flip flops. Did he say Satan made me? I'll turn that shit off.
But that's what I'm talking about. He'll be like, yo, I'm a serial murderer. I just killed 6 of them bitches. I just killed my mother. I just killed my children.
That's what
and then the next song be like, yo, praise Satan. And you be like, nope, I can't do that
exactly.
Right. You can't do that. You can't, because that shit is demonic. For you to be shooting niggas in the head.
But the song before, like literally the next song, he'll just like he'll give you a nice song that at the end for whatever reason he'll be like, I praise Satan, and you be like, that's it.
Mikey,
but the song before, he literally just talking about just wrecking the world.
Mikey got locked for real.
But listen though, you got that's what I'm saying though. It's like doing bad things with good intentions and doing bad things with bad intentions.
What is bad today? TY is
doing bad things with good intentions.
It depends. Like you making music telling your story about like, oh, I killed this person, I did this, I did that, or I'm a gangster and this and that. You did bad things and you rapping, you telling your story, and people like listening to your story. So you doing it with good intentions. You just trying to make music.
I don't know about that, CJ. I don't know about doing the bad, killing niggas and then talking about.
I mean, like you know what I'm saying, not blatantly killing, not going out there like, oh, I'm finna go kill somebody, make a song about it. I'm saying like, oh, I'm rapping about my life, what I went through, and I'm making music, and people like my music, so I'm gonna keep making this music. Now,
that's what I'm saying. But niggas literally talking about killing the ops all the time. Like,
exactly, but that's their life. That is their life. It's not like they're
where's the
blatantly
good intentions in that?
That's what they have to do to survive. That's what they got to do to survive. Some people can't even make it out the hood.
But most of that comes from, yo, I'm over here doing some dirty shit.
Some people can't make it out the hood.
Can anybody hear me or see me? First, let's recognize that first.
Yeah. Now you just clicked out.
You said what? Oh no!
Now you just clicked out. I saw you. There you go.
Yeah, I'm back in.
Yeah, nigga.
I keep pointing at his.
Well, first of all, say happy birthday, nigga.
Yeah, I knew that's what you was looking for, motherfucker. We already did all that.
Happy birthday.
You know what?
Now you need it because you on video.
Want somebody pet you on the booty?
You know what?
We already told you happy birthday.
Keep on talking about that.
Yeah, you are blending in with your car right now.
Yeah.
Dark motherfucker.
But back to what I was saying though, Randy. It's like, bro, some people can't make it out the hood, and some people gonna make music. If they making music about them not being able to make it out the hood and rapping about the decisions that they had to make to become the person that they are. All right, I understand that, and I'm listening to it like, all right, bro, really done went through some stuff. He telling story, even if a dude saying like, oh, I gotta grab my gun off the thing and pop a pill. Why? And he is like a reason why. This is how every hood is now. Everybody grabbing guns off their dresses and popping pills. This is the hood is now. It's not back then. Everybody hated the police and everybody was serving or whatever they was doing.
So when you reference the hate the police, you talking that was what the Rodney King beatings and stuff like that. So that wasn't going on like how you saying it. I mean, everybody had songs where you had to watch out for 5-0 and stuff like that. Because we were being harassed in the neighborhoods and things like that.
I'm just saying, like back then. Raps could be categorized as in like everybody rapped sort of about the same thing.
I'm so happy.
What? No.
Gangster rap, all y'all gangster rap could be rapped about the same thing. What was y'all doing? What was y'all doing back then? What was raps about back then?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You had the thing was
weed. It wasn't about killing. It was about weed.
Well, look. No. So real quick.
So Tupac ain't say he fucked a bitch and he hoped them niggas get sick of still and he hoped they die. He killed this nigga. He didn't say that.
Oh no, that was after he got shot. He got shot 5 times, nigga. Hey,
but look though, why did he get shot? Why did he get shot?
Because it was because the record label. Now you talking about some Illuminati type stuff. Yeah. Like that's different. Like when it's politics.
Now we on the Illuminati instead of just saying it's gangster violence. Instead of saying it's violence
against
violence.
No, that's not gangster. No. What the fuck?
All right, look, I don't want to really talk about back then because I ain't do no research for real. But all I know is rap could be categorized as in like they rapping about the same stuff just in a different way. Yeah, you got your knowledge rappers back then.
You can't. That's like talking about like. Cause you got to think about Black Panther. Like you had so many rappers. Like think about when you talk about Tupac, right? Tupac family, he was Black Panther. His whole generation, his whole family. So you got to do your homework on that. That shit hit different. You know, it was
But
like
no, look,
nah.
Mike, you missing my whole point. My whole point is saying every rapper now rap about popping pills and shooting guns, right? Back
Oh
then,
yeah, that's
what
what
did
I'm
every rap you could say back then? You could say every rapper rapped about this and that because that's what they did. Every rapper rapped about what? Still fucking bitches. They still rapped about that. Every rapper rapped about weed, just like you
So you
said.
want to know
Weed.
the difference though, CJ?
What?
Remember when I was talking about being an artist though? So when you're
Yeah.
an artist, a lot of artwork, right? They paint different pictures, and most of them got like a lot of the same meanings and stuff, right? They could like you'll get like a lot of paintings that got a human. They painted a human person on it, right? But they all painted it differently, right? It was
Right.
something different about it. That's what made them an artist. To whereas today, a lot of these niggas sound exactly the same. They say the same thing. They rap the same way. They all have the same style.
Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. That all the
It's like this. It's dead in your brain. It's making you.
that's
It's
all
killing
they know.
yourself.
That's all they know though. That's how they was.
No,
That's
no, no,
how
no, no,
everybody
no.
was
Hold up,
raised.
CJ. No, 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 no. I can't give you that. I can't give you that, right? Because you literally just said back in our day they was all rapping the same thing. Yes or
You
no?
could say, you could say,
Did you
okay,
say
you could
that?
look up, look, you could look up 10 of y'all rappers. And I bet you it's multiple songs where they all said about the same thing. Now they probably said it in a
But you
different,
not
more of a different way,
right.
but they
Listen, this is what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying. This what made people an artist. It just made your generation, a lot of your generation, just rappers and rapping for the money. When you had artists that really want to define who they are and wanted to be different from that last person or the person next to them that's on the same feature, they worked hard for that, right? They really they dove into they self. It's like, yo, I need to be better than this person,
but look,
or I need to
you
be
all
better than that person.
that
And then they was like, let me speak from my experience to where most of these rappers today, you don't know who they are. They sound the same. It sounds like they all literally was in the same house with each other. You went on mute, CJ.
Yeah, they don't know. Yeah, they
so
don't know
look,
nothing about going. They don't
I'm
know nothing
saying
about selling CDs and stuff like that. The hard work.
I'm saying you got the rappers now, bro. You could say like you say rappers didn't put in that work. You got Lil Baby. Lil Baby is trash. But he put out 8,000 billion trillion songs rapping about the same stuff. Do you think are you saying he trash because his music trash, or is you saying like you acknowledge the work ethic? Lil Durk, you acknowledge the work ethic. NBA YoungBoy, you acknowledge the work ethic, but all they music kind of sound the same, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly, but they worked hard to become the person that they are.
No,
You can't
they just go
dismiss
to
the
the
work ethic.
studio every day. They don't work hard on
Hey,
their
so
craft.
So what
hey,
did
they
the
just go
rappers
to
do
the
back
studio.
then?
Huh?
What
No,
what did
they worked on their craft. They worked on their craft back then. Now you got to think about it. You got to look at that interview when 6ix9ine was talking to what he said. He was like, man, look, he said something. He was like, man, he did a verse, and he was like, man, I just do it for a hobby. He said it doesn't even make sense what he was rapping about. He said he don't even like his own music. So that says a lot about this new generation character. It's just like it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't.
Like
Like
I said,
they don't work
I
hard.
just feel like I feel like
Oh,
yeah, they go to the studio, they
you
work,
go
they
to the
put out a
studio
new
and
song,
work
they
on
put out a new song, they put out a new song, they put out a new song, but it ain't
it.
nothing,
That's
it's
it.
nothing special about the song.
Okay, but why do every
That's why I feel like with
why
the difference from back then to now
why
to where
do
you
every
have
song every song that they put out break charts?
it
Because
Why
don't
that's
do
what
break
every
this
song they put
charts.
generation.
out always hit
No,
like
no, no,
top number
it
one
don't
in
break
rap?
charts though.
So
What
this
charts is it
Yes,
generation
it
breaking?
do.
love
I
what
can
they
name
want.
10 little baby songs. I can name 10 little baby songs that went 10 times platinum and they all sound the same. I can name 10 young
Yeah,
boy
because
songs
But
that
what
went 10
charts is
times
it
platinum. They
breaking?
all sound the same.
That just mean people playing the song. It's not from the
Music,
no,
albums
the
that's
though,
not.
billboard.
CJ.
No,
It's not from the album.
Brady, hold on. No, that's not even it. I'm gonna tell you what it is. You gotta think about it. Little baby, what his features? That's what got him them. That's what got him. It was his features. That's how he went platinum. That's how he made it. And he wasn't just what Little Baby did on his own. He did a song one time and he got it. Oh damn! Oh, this little dude get hot. Oh, we want him on our label. So next thing you know, he started getting the features. The features brought him out. So that's how he made it. It's not him by himself. We talking about like LL Cool J. It wasn't the features. LL Cool J did it on his own.
His longevity is ridiculous, though. He's been out for LL. He did too much.
About when he first started, but when he didn't start off when he first started. You gotta think about back in the old days. It wasn't no features when they first started. It was just them by themselves. So and they kept it going like that by themselves. Now you got this new generation. All right, when someone sees them, that's how you get it. When someone sees, oh, I want them on my label. Put them on my label. I already know. Oh, we gonna blow up.
But
it's not because of you.
All them three rappers I named is independent artists, and they got their own labels. They built their own labels. So
built it off of features, though. Do your homework. It was off features.
We can't hear you.
He said it's off of features.
You can't hear me. It was off features.
I can't hear Dan.
I'm talking about the. Dan ain't talking about that nigga.
Hey,
like
Dan, your audio. It don't say you on mute. It is we can't hear you.
That's an Android.
We don't over talk
Android. What are you talking about? He got his earpiece. Did it disconnect? It didn't die out, did it? Oh yeah, you muted.
Yeah, you muted, man.
If it died out or if it disconnected.
Move your head to the right a little bit, the big ass round head. Move it to the right a little bit. You get good.
Where's CJ go? CJ disconnected? But
what is Ryan? Ryan on the phone, but
Ryan been talking about. Yeah, I think so. He said he had a lot of stuff, and I think everything got pushed back as far as who he was gonna meet up with and everything like that. But,
hey, all of y'all say happy birthday for Ryan. He didn't say nothing to it's cool though.
Oh,
I
Lord.
feel some type of way.
You always feel some type of way.
Yeah,
you playing Earth the Fire? Yeah,
I missed my birthday for 30 years, so chalk it up.
Oh Lord, here we go. Here we go.
Listen, we ain't talking about you right now. It ain't your day. It's my day.
But I don't know. But going kind of back because we start getting off subject with all that stuff. Going back, I just was trying to see how y'all input was with the whole satanic part of it or whatever, and how was that just the end of, and to where all the other stuff isn't, to all the other sinful stuff. Like I said, I was just trying to see how that makes sense, and I was trying to see how y'all take was on it. Yeah, Mike, I think you missed that. You need to comment on that.
Yeah, I missed the that's something I needed to comment on. That's a lot. That's deep.
I think this Booby coming back in.
Did Booby join in?
Yeah, I think he coming back in.
No, he ain't.
I think this him right here. I think.
Yes.
You sound terrible. There you go. Say something.
My phone died.
There you go. You sound good. At first, you sound like you was underwater for a second.
Yeah,
Booby, we were just talking about we was talking about the satanic stuff. Yeah,
Joel Santana.
No, the satanic stuff. Jeez, man. Oh.
What's she? Y'all talking about Joel Santana? Say he fucking sucks. What's he do?
He cut out. He cut. I don't know what happened. He just disappeared. I think maybe his phone died.
No, his girlfriend told him to get off.
But no, yeah. So what would be your take on the whole thing as far as like listening to somebody that's just talking about worshiping the devil, or if they even bring up the devil, versus somebody talking about shooting off the world and doing every other sinful thing? Like, what is your take on that?
Shit. My take personally, I don't give a fuck, because it's all a gimmick. That person probably go to church every Sunday. That person probably a fucking whole nun. I'm just saying, like, what's that bitch name? Doja Rat?
That's what we're talking about, Doja Cat.
Okay. He probably a whole fucking nun. You don't know these people real life, but you know, just like they touched on earlier, shit, whatever makes money. So shit, you just got to do that. I don't follow. Me personally, I don't follow none of that shit. I don't listen to that shit. I listen to.
Oh, you don't listen to music?
Now I listen to music, but I'm straight fucking neo soul R&B type shit. Like I couldn't even fucking rap you too many rap songs. Like I seen the hell out some Carl Thomas though.
I was just playing that the other day. I was just playing that the other day. That's funny. That was yesterday.
But like early when you said something about Sierra, and I'm like, how the fuck you know that? In all reality, we don't know none of this shit because we don't hang with these people, we don't kick with these people, we don't do none of that shit.
Well, you don't know the truth beyond what you see. You don't know anything beyond what you see. But that's why I said. But that's why I said, as far as what we know, as far as what they said, that's why I make sure I say that, because I don't know. I don't live with them. They not my friends. They ain't my brothers. I don't know them. But
like,
all I know is a lot of people idolize them, though. You know?
Yeah, a lot of weak-minded people.
Right, a lot of
it's
people.
A lot of weak-minded people out there. And it'll touch base on if we ever have a conversation about family and shit. So it all goes in play with that shit. Because I'm not finna listen to no rap song. I'm not finna listen to no rap song that's gonna tell me to kill myself, eat a pill. But you got a lot of people out here who will listen to that shit and really will go do that shit.
Right now.
All right, but how did you get?
All this rap shit, all this rap pushing.
Killing a pussy. I kill him for fun.
What?
Well, how did you get
weird? See? What'd you say, Mike?
You know, killing the pussy.
How do you get introduced to something? How do you get introduced to something if you don't hear it or see it? So that's like what we just said. He said, you know, about popping pills. So how didn't anybody know about popping pills? You had to hear it. You had to see it. It made you want to get into it. You had to hear about it, about popping pills. You had to see it like, man,
crack.
So, what?
Well, I think the music influence gives it a wider influence, like it spreads like wildfire, because the music touches people more to where it was already there. And maybe some people knew about it, but with the music, everybody finds out. Then you got people that just want to experiment, and next thing you know, they do something and they want to always feel that way.
And social media too.
So the internet is like the best and the worst thing ever, right? Oh man,
right? Because not only you got the music, then it makes its way to social media, because now you got people on social media talking about it, or either doing what they see in the videos or doing what they hear in the music.
Yeah.
Turn on some music.
Yeah, see, look at that. He learned that from a song.
Just like music.
I don't know what's happening. But that's
what's happening.
But yeah, a lot of that stuff, like I said, man, some stuff I just feel like come hand to hand, and it's just like I don't get how sometimes some people could be this and then that. And my answer to most of it, I was like, well, we got to cut it all off then, right?
Like that's the conclusion. That's what I was going to ask. What's the conclusion of it all? So
no, I say parenting. You know what I'm saying? I say parenting, well, that's because you can't allow your kids to be influenced by this stuff. I mean, if you teach them better, then at least they'll be able to hear this stuff, listen to it, but not do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was. I was taught better. I listened to gangster rap all day. I was the biggest Tupac fan. I was, Dr. Dre, The Chronic. I listened to that stuff every day. But I didn't. So, so I can listen to that stuff and not do it. So, and it came from my parent. My mom taught me better than that.
Well, okay, I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on something. It's just not because you was taught that. You had teachers that was actually living the way you was taught. So now the teachers now that's in school that's teaching these kids. Oh hell no, they teaching you how to pop your ass, pop your pussy, wear tight clothes. You know what I'm talking about? Be a top basically. So it's a big difference. You can't say that's why you able to sustain the way you're able to live now. That's why you're able to stay and be who you are now. Now these kids, they don't have a chance. Yeah, we can stop the social media now, but then we take them to school. But when we take them to school, are you sitting in them classrooms? Do you really know what's going on? No, you don't know what's going on. These teachers now, they look good.
It sound like you wanna go to school now. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you want to go to school.
I don't think you can blame the teachers, man.
I think you want to be in somebody's class.
Oh no, I'm just saying though. I'm just giving, bro. Listen, social media. Think about it. He just said social media. Social media is something. Think about it, bro. We didn't have that. We didn't have the technology back then. Now we got the technology. Now they making TikTok videos with the students.
Bro, you can't tell me that none of y'all older men had fine teachers back in the day.
We did.
Man,
so what does one have to do with the other? You just horny and you can look. It's more accessible for you to look at these women now. But you still had fine teachers back in the day.
Listen, we had pretty teachers, but they had morals about themselves. These teachers don't have morals about themselves, and you cannot tell me they do. You can't tell me. I see them with my own eyes. No. Man, them teachers came, they had long skirts on. They conduct themselves totally different, and they knew they was fine. Now these teachers, man, you crazy as heck. Do your homework on this one. These
telling everybody to do their homework.
It sounds like somebody want to be a student again. Hey, Mikey, you saw one of those stories where them kids got caught with a teacher. Like, yo, she looked too damn good.
Right.
Bullshit.
No, okay. I'm just saying.
What was that Adam Sandler movie?
Which one?
Huh? What was that Adam Sandler movie?
With Grown Ups or Happy Gilmore?
I know you're talking about.
Solo.
Yeah, but look how old he was, man. That was back in 1995. Think about it. Look how old he was. He was a grown man in the class. Come on, man.
You talking about Billy Madison?
Bring that one up. That's what he's talking about. What you talking about?
Man, I'll be back. Yeah, check on my kids, man.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you gotta check on them kids because they've been around them teachers.
What?
Yeah, Mikey drunk.
No, Mikey ain't drunk. I'm about to get there though.
And you just went on this whole rant about teachers.
Huh?
I say you went on this whole rant about teachers, bro.
It was about the
teachers.
music.
They booties.
No, when he said the
Big
social
booties.
media. Hey, you know what, man?
Come on, you know I gotta mess with you.
I was bringing out a point.
What just happened? Well, I'll let Mikey tell you, these goddamn teachers.
That's my boy, Randy. That's my boy. That's my boy.
Oh, that's my boy. Oh, okay. Movie, that's one of your favorite movies, ain't it? That's my boy with Adam Sandler.
Yeah. What you talking
about?
Yeah, when he was.
That's
how he got the kid.
Man, my phone went dead again, man. I'm lost. I turned back in again. What happened? I thought y'all talking about music. Y'all talking about.
What we was talking about as far as like the influence and stuff, we kind of went off subject. Mikey went on a rant about how it's the teacher's fault. They big booties.
It was still on the same. It was about the same. It was on subject because you brought up the entertainment, and then Dan said, you know, you got to think about it. Because you
Yeah, he
was
was
talking
talking
about
about
like
with
we should cut it off.
parenting.
I said, right, and you said we should cut it off. So I'm like, yeah, I agree. But
But cut
then
what
he was
off?
just like, Dan was talking, you was talking about cutting it off. Like, no, you were saying like basically we need to cut it off. Because the conclusion was just we got to cut it off. And Dan made that statement, which is like he wasn't this way because he was taught by the parents, by his parents. So I'm like, okay, yeah. But at the end of the day, this generation is different because he brought up something about school. So when he said that, I made the statement like, well, but now these teachers now, it's not the same because now they wear what they want. They dance the way they dance. They got TikTok videos in the school. We didn't have that. And then once they said, y'all can't say we ain't have pretty teachers. No, yes, we had pretty teachers, but they had morals. These teachers in days now, they don't have morals. They don't really care. They really care about what they like. That's just what I
used to hump his teacher.
Well, what I was gonna say to comment on it, like I mean, parenting does help, but sometimes, there's only so much parenting you could do. It's only so much guidance because once kids get out here, you're gonna make your own decision, like each and every one of us have. Right? All we could do as a parent is just hope that our kids listen to us and understand where we coming from when they make these decisions. We hope to be that little voice in the back of their head because all of us been there to where we made our own crazy decisions. And you like, damn, maybe I shouldn't did what they told me not to do.
Boy, y'all almost saw accident on live.
You said what happened?
Yeah, I said y'all almost just saw a bad accident on live.
Shit, we can't even see your black ass. How are we gonna see accident? All I see is a red fucking sign. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
First of all,
you might well do what Ryan did. Just cut the You might well do what Ryan did. Cut your camera off. Stay anonymous. Anonymous man.
Oh, Mike, you ain't that black.
Right, I ain't that black. It's just dark as hell out here.
Yeah, you don't deserve that, man. You ain't that black.
No, thank you, man. Thank you. Black
I see you turned on the dome light in your car at least.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
So I mean, do y'all feel? Hey, let me just ask this then. I don't, Mikey. Welcome to you, Mikey. Mikey, I'm gonna ask you. Like, do you feel like as far as hip hop? Because I said we was gonna talk about R&B, but we've been on hip hop. I don't think we get into R&B at all. But as far as the state of hip hop and stuff, like, how much of it do you think is like? Do you think creates a community? Do you think that like is it pivotal? Like, is it important where it stands to help the young grow, especially when mostly everybody listen to it? Or you think it's just whatever? Like everybody's gonna do what they want to do anyway. Like how big you think the influence is?
Now, then it was big. You know what I mean? But now it just doing what you want to do, basically. Like
I mean, but you do feel like it impacts this generation now, right?
It definitely, big time. It does. It does. Just like it impacted us back when we was coming up. It impacted our lives. So that hasn't changed. Music all around, boy, it impacts people regardless. But this now, what's going on? Music has a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So back then it was all about, let's keep it real. Back then, shoot, we had a lot of fucking songs. We had to rap, but we had a lot of fucking songs. A lot of it.
Well, so I'm gonna say that touched with a lot of R&B though.
Yeah, that's a lot of R&B. But then, like even in the rap was, man, it was a lot of fucking and rapping songs too. It was a lot. But now it wasn't back then. It wasn't too much about the shooting up, bang bang, and all that. No, it wasn't. It was there. We seen it, we heard it, but it wasn't too much. It wasn't. It was on a certain. It was level. It was. What's the word I'm looking for? It was
balance.
Yeah, it was balanced. But now, it's no balance. It's like when you got all the games. When you took all the Larry Hoover, when you took Shaky Shot. When you took all of them out, look how the games was. It was no structure. So now it's just like this. It's no structure. You got these grown men that's in there got record labels, but they ain't got no structure. They doing what they want to do, so they feel this is how they can make their money. God damn, what does she want? I don't even want to answer this phone call.
But answer that damn phone.
I know. Made you stop. Made
Remember,
you
I
stop
tell
your
you, be conscious of what you say, because this is going posting it.
There's Muslims on.
You better answer that damn phone.
Listen. Boy, if you only know.
Oh, he done blocked her from this already.
So, Booby, well, how did you feel about it all? Like, as far as the impact and how it plays out, like, especially versus yesteryears versus now.
Yippee.
What you just say? My bad. Shoot, my fault. Ask me a question. What you say?
Now, how do you feel like, as far as the influence of rap, you know, you could say from versus yesteryears versus now? Like, how do you feel like it's just making everything now? Like, do you think everything is growing? Do you see growth or what?
No, ain't no growth. It's just more destruction. The next 10 years, shit. Ain't no telling what the fuck. Probably puppies with tranks on their necks rapping. This shit is fucked up. But me personally, I'm like the wrong person for these type of questions, because I'm like, that nigga off Mental Society, hold up, I just don't give a fuck. You feel me?
Well, hey, if you don't give a fuck, that's cool. I mean, at least you gave me an answer.
Right.
There you go.
Well,
man.
fix your head. God, no. Fix that Nike head, but what? No, in the middle.
Well, Ryan, how did you feel? Did you see the growth there, or what do you see? How you feel about it, man?
I don't think he gives a fuck either.
The growth as far as what?
He's a liar. He really don't give. He really don't give a fuck.
Like, as far as like impacting the community,
Music?
do you see it? Yeah, as far as hip hop goes, do you see positive, negative? Do you see it going both ways? Do you just, you know, just how you feel about it?
No, I definitely do think it's a lot more negativity than positivity. You don't really have nobody rapping about everybody getting together, becoming one, you know. It's all about tearing apart your community, really.
I ain't trying to cut you out real quick, but what have you been getting all them positive songs? Like, you had Michael Jackson Heal the World and all that shit, right? So you've been hearing all that back in the day. It didn't work. So why keep rapping about the same shit?
No, you can't say it didn't work.
So why put positive back into the world? Why put positive messages back into the world when it ain't making nobody no money? It ain't making no clothing line sale. They making no shoe sale.
Wait a minute. It was making money, and you use somebody that was bigger than almost anybody could ever be. Michael Jackson made songs about healing the world, and he literally made a whole bunch of money from it.
I'm talking about now.
Yeah, but you got.
Well, that's why I can't. I don't know if you was. I don't know if you was still in here. I think you was. That's when I was talking about. It's kind of weird how they push this music, because a lot of these artists don't make money like you think. Booby, you still there?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
hold on. Let me say this. So think about it. Name an artist that hasn't changed from the beginning into now. You just named Michael Jackson. That man was one way, and then he went to another way. He wanted to be a whole nother. So that was not going to work. Name an artist that really stuck and stood on.
So you want to know what's funny? Okay, you want to know what's funny right quick? So you got my favorite rapper, right? That just came off and did 6 albums. Top tier.
Who? Keisha
in
Cole?
This generation.
Fiasco? Lupe Fiasco?
No, Nas. Nas came in, he did King's Disease 1, 2, and 3, and he gave you Magic 1, 2, and 3. And they all top tier. Top tier. This is somebody with longevity that's been out forever. It showed that he can still give you stories and stuff that relates and things that make sense. Just showing that, hey, I'm gonna just tell you how this is, and I'm gonna explain things, and I'm gonna rap about it. But he ain't going off and just into this deep end to where he's showing you that he needs to sell out to this generation. You know, Mikey, you trying to say something?
No, I'm listening.
No, because your face is. Because
I'm saying, God.
And your face is just the funniest face I ever seen just there. You was literally like in slow motion, like you was trying to say something, and it just couldn't come out. But
hey, why does it look like it's just me and you on here?
Because you got to slide your thing over. Booby had that issue earlier. So when everybody talk, they should pop up, I believe. But but yeah. So Nas is a prime example how he could still be Nas, make money, and be better. Because he's always improving. And then a lot of these dudes today, a lot of these artists today, Booby, are not making money.
What about Diddy?
But Randy,
you can't
but
say
see,
Diddy.
you name it all. But Randy,
I like his new album.
Randy, my question was, I said, name an artist that never changed up. You name it Nas. Nas is your favorite rapper, but for me, you gotta understand. I know Nas. Nas changed up. You
when
gotta
did he
think about
change
when
up?
now. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you where it changed up, and see, this is a topic that I'm gonna just say.
I need to hear this one. I don't see when Nas changed.
No, when it comes now, listen. When it comes to a spiritual point, that man changed up because one way he was this way, then he went to this way when he talking about 33 shots. Man, he talked. Listen, that dude changed up. When he went to Illuminati, when he sold his soul, it was over with.
Nas, you must say he listened to Nas like that because Nas never changed up. I would have to disagree.
Hey,
it's your birthday. It's your birthday. You get a pass. Go ahead, talk your shit.
Listen. Hey, I'm not capping. I'm telling y'all this, man. Y'all don't want to listen. Y'all ain't hear me.
Man,
y'all not hear me.
Change up. What are you talking about, man?
Yes, he did, bro. Yes, he did.
You listen to Jada.
From what album to what album? What are you saying? Which album where he changed
He
up?
can't even name 3 albums right now. Name 3 Nas albums right now, Mike.
Look, man, hey, I gotta go up in here real quick.
I bet you do.
I'm gonna call y'all right back.
No, don't get off the phone.
I'm hit y'all back.
Answer the question.
I got to. I gotta go up in here.
Album. Name his first album. Give me that.
Oh man, don't even worry about it.
She just said it in the background. Wow. You knew he didn't know what he was talking about. He kept saying he changed the spiritual part from the Illuminati. That nigga don't even listen to Nas, man.
Okay, hey, so real quick, okay, so then I gotta ask you, all right, how do you feel hip hop today? How do you see growth as far as this impact on the community? Do you see negative, positive? Like, what's your take on the whole thing, man?
It ain't nothing but negative, man. There's no positivity. I haven't heard any positivity in none of this new rap that's out right now. It's all negative if you ask me. All negative. All, they're popularizing the ratchet music, what we've been talking about all night, the popping pills and all this stuff, the twerking. That's all what it's about, is getting money, drinking, partying. I mean, that's what it's all about now. You don't see a whole lot of positivity in the music nowadays.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, my whole thing of this, man, just to kind of see how y'all felt about it. Because I have conversations with other people, and other people, of course, we disagree, we agree. And just me, especially us getting older, I know me getting older, and I kind of just look and I just be like, damn, man, like, if you literally just, because the radio was huge for us, right? I mean, of course, they got the internet, so they have access to more songs. To what CJ was saying earlier, you got to go find them. But a lot of people not trying to go find them. They trying to find more of that bullshit. And it's a
Mhm.
lot more on the internet of it. It's a hell of a lot more. And you know, Booby, I'm pretty sure you can understand. You'll get in the car with somebody and you be like, bro, who the hell is this?
Mhm.
Oh, this young Gotchgitch. Who?
Yeah, I be having to call Ryan them and ask him for who the hell is this and who named all these Detroit rappers and shit.
And they know who they are.
Yeah, they do.
I'm like,
I don't be
what
knowing
is he?
shit.
And you be like,
Right.
bro, he sound like you be like, bro, he sound like Young Table.
Right.
You know, they voice sound the same, rap style the same. And that's why I said, but the thing is, like, you do have good rappers out here that do be trying to talk about stuff, and it's more of an old school feel. Not saying they style is old school, but they give you the old school feel of like, yo, this is storytelling. This is me being an artist. To where is majority of mainstream, I really feel like they pushing something and they really trying to get everybody there. Because like I said, man, you don't hear this stuff nowhere except for in our music. And everybody wants to bite it and everybody wants to be a part of it. But as soon as we get to the other parts of stuff, it's just like, nah. Because when I go home, they know what they going home to where a lot of people are going back home to the hood and all that shit. But we over here killing each other. When the last time have you heard a song with all the West Coast? What was it? The West Coast, when they all got together, what was the name of the song? Ah, man. Remember New York had self-destruction. The whole East Coast had self-destruction. Right. And I forgot what the West Coast have. You ain't heard all the rappers get together, do anything like that. No. You know what I'm saying? And I get like the world, you know, the state of it is and things like that. And like I said, I do agree with you as far as with the internet. The internet is a big influence. And as long as it's out there, it's easy to have access to everything. It's just easy. So when we had to work to find out about a big L or something like that, we have mixtapes somebody gave you from over this way that gave this guy that. You was like, damn, I ain't never heard this. Who is this? Where they from?
Right.
But now everything you have right there. And that's why I was saying, Booby, these artists don't make no fucking money. They don't sell out tours. They albums are trash. They albums don't do good. You hear about they songs going double platinum, triple platinum. Those songs, everything has got to be instantaneous now. It's like because they go from one song to the next song to the next song to the next song. They don't get to enjoy the album or really try to understand what the artist talking about. They just go to the next hip song. You know, that's just how I feel. And that's what, you know, what CJ was saying. That's why I wanted to say, like, well, bro, nobody cares to hear their albums because everybody just want to hear the next big song because they want to be a part of it. They want to be the next TikTok. They want to be in a club knowing that song. They don't want to really understand anything. That's how I feel. You know, that's my take on it. And I just, you know, and yeah, and us as parents, we do have to teach and show because you want them to understand the morals of what's right and what's wrong. Because at the end of the day, we're not going to be able to choose for them. They got to make their own choices. I mean, they make their own choices today. You tell them to go to bed, they probably in the bedroom just looking at the ceiling, trying to sneak and watch something. Because they're making a choice. You can't control them. You can only tell them, hey, you in my house, it's my rules. There's consequences to it if you don't listen. But you can't force them to do anything. You just tell them, hey, you got a choice to get your butt whooped, or you could just go to bed peacefully. You know what I'm saying? So
and it was just like I was saying about the parenting. You know, if my mom would have had it her way, I would have been listening to nothing but gospel music. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and I try to listen to gospel music, but it's like we said, you got other influences. I mean, I had my older brother listening to rap, or you go hang out with your homies, is some rap song on or whatever, they be playing, man, you hear this on the radio? And we used to have to put the tape in and record it and all that stuff in order to hear a song, you know, when it came on the radio. But, you know, even once I got older and had money to go buy CDs or tapes or whatever, like I said, but I had my mama telling me that wasn't the way, you know what I'm saying? But because my friends listened to it or because I heard it on the radio, I'm like, man, that's a hot song or whatever. But I didn't let it influence me. But it seemed like today, for some reason, they are letting this music. Well, I ain't gonna say for some reason, it's the parenting. They're letting this music influence them.
I can understand that. You was about to say something, Booby?
And that's really because the parents is listening to it too. You know what I'm saying? The stuff I listen to, you know, even my old school gangster rap, I still listen to the stuff, even some of the music in the 2000s and stuff like that, like artists like Jeezy and Future. I got a lot of that stuff on my playlist, but when my kids is in the car with me, I'm not playing it.
Well, you want to know what's funny
That's
about
what
Well, Booby, Dan, you want to know what's funny about that? And this is why I said this is why I think, and it could be the parenting, right? It could be like the parents don't know when to kind of tone down things a little bit. Because at the end of the day, remember, our father used to bump Biggie and stuff too, though. And playing Ice Cube, he played NWA, he played a lot of rap too. I mean, the best thing though is that I got a best of everything because not only did he listen to rap, my mother and him, they all had R&B and they old school stuff too. And then of course, you know, I had brothers that influence, and you know, sister, of course, that influence. But that's why I said I do think sometimes with parenting, it could be like it's like right there. It's like a thin line, right? Because like you want to have fun with the children, but I think sometimes the parents might get too involved to where they're not really saying, "Hey, man, now let me go ahead and teach you something else too as well." It could be it's just too much of it, right? It's just too much. Hey, let's do this next video. Let's do this next video. Let's do the next TikTok. Let's do this. Let's do that. And I don't have nothing against it at all. I mean, have fun with the children. Show that you know you can have fun with them and everything like that. But you know, sometimes as a parent, I think we probably can get too much into it. And that's why you do have to understand, like, all right, we listen to this song. Now it's up to me as a parent to show you a different side of things too. Because it go hands to hand with like movies and stuff. All right, we watch this movie. Let me give you another movie so we can kind of go hand in hand on things. You know, and so that's why I think our responsibility as a parent is to kind of, because our kids they're going to see everything regardless, right? I think as parents, it's up to us to make sure when they go through these encounters that they kind of understand, like, hey, man, don't get carried away. I ain't saying you're not going to have fun. I was a kid too. But know the limits. You got to know the limitations of things, right? Don't take some things to heart. Understand who you are, love who you are, learn who you are. You ain't got to be this person because you're not that person. That person's that person, you this person. So know who you are, find out who you are, and it's up to us to kind of help them with more morals, because at the end of the day, they're gonna do things on their own, but it's up to us to guide them in that direction that we feel like, you know, you should be going to be a good citizen of this world, of society,
parenting.
Right?
It's parenting. Good parenting.
I mean, right. And I'm not saying like that works all the time. Sometimes, you know, you come across some parents, they probably were just the greatest parents in the world, but sometimes that influence on the outside probably influenced too much. And you know, they probably got to learn the hard way.
That's true too.
Because I don't want to take away from the parents that know they've been there. They're like, God damn, my child just don't want to listen. You know, so I don't want to take that away because that does happen. So that's why I said, but it's us as a parent is to guide them in this direction, because not everybody is the same. Not everybody take things the same way.
I ain't got shit. Fuck the kids.
I don't understand that comment from a father.
Church coming out next week. Fucking kids.
Wow, he doesn't mean that. He's a proud dad. He's lying.
Deadbeat. Fuck them kids.
He's lying. This is lying. But yeah, I mean, on that note, like I said, man, I appreciate this conversation. Like I said, I was just trying to see where y'all was at as far as like with music, specifically hip hop. Because like I said, we didn't touch the R&B. I think we kind of just got consumed to the hip hop.
Hey, can I just go back to Dan and make the first conversation? I just want to ask you, Because I know you.
They're going to see everything regardless, right? Mm-hmm. I think as parents, it's up to us to make sure when they go through these encounters that they kind of understand, like, hey, man, don't get carried away. Mm-hmm. I ain't saying you're not going to have fun. I was a kid too. Mm-hmm. But know the limits. You got to know the limitations of things, right? Don't take some things to heart. Understand who you are, love who you are, learn who you are. You ain't got to be this person because you're not that person. That person's that person, you this person. So know who you are, find out who you are, and it's up to us to kind of help them with more morals because at the end of the day, they're gonna do things on their own, but it's up to us to guide them in that direction that we feel like, you should be going to be a good citizen of this world, of society, parenting. Right?
It's parenting. Good parenting.
I mean, right. And I'm not saying like that works all the time. Sometimes, you come across some parents, they probably were just the greatest parents in the world, but sometimes that influence on the outside probably influenced too much. And they probably got to learn the hard way.
That's true too.
Because I don't want to take away from the parents that know they've been there. They're like, God damn, my child just don't want to listen. So I don't want to take that away because that does happen. So that's why I said, but it's us as a parent is to guide them in this direction because not everybody is the same. Not everybody take things the same way.
I ain't got shit. Fuck the kids.
I don't understand that comment from a father.
Church coming out next week. Fucking kids.
Wow, he doesn't mean that. He's proud. He's a proud dad. He's lying.
Deadbeat. Fuck them kids.
He's lying. This is lying. But yeah, I mean, on that note, like I said, man, I appreciate this conversation. Like I said, I was just trying to see where y'all was at as far as like with music, specifically hip hop. Because like I said, we didn't touch the R&B. I think we kind of just got consumed into the hip hop.
Hey, can I just go back to then and make the first conversation? I just want to ask you because the week before last conversation about masculinity and shit. So Ryan's so busy stuck on talking about men's getting their ass eat.
Why did you think something?
I don't know. I just. Matter of fact, Dan, I'll text you, man. Never mind, man.
I recorded this.
But this, we're keeping it real on here. What the fuck?
That's fine. No. This is going to a different subject.
Right. We gotta stay on topic, man. You gotta stay on topic.
That's why I said off the topic. You wasn't here the week before last.
Right, but I had to get rid of that video. We get rid of the video.
Yeah, never.
Saying. So if I edit stuff out, it'd be like, yeah, man, so Bozo was eating chips. You're like, what just happened?
Right.
So I mean, that's cool because it didn't get too far. We good. So
just had a little glitch. That's all. You got a glitch sometimes.
Oh man, it's different if you're doing like an interview. You could edit that out if it's an interview, but when we all talking and stuff, it just come off weird. Okay. I can, but it'll look like a glitch.
All right, well, we'll come on once after the month, flashback to recap on conversations. How about that?
I mean, we can. The thing is, I do still have the video. It's saved, but I'm not posting it.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I already asked y'all. Y'all wasn't comfortable with it, so I didn't post it. This one's going to be posted. I'm going to share it with y'all, then y'all can do what y'all want with it. So,
okay, all right.
But yeah, so I guess till next time we'll be back again with a different subject. I'd love how everybody did participate. We was all going in and out, and that was cool. But we'll have another subject for everybody. So
I start
appreciate
my
it, guys. Huh?
I start my groceries for this shit.
I see. That's why I appreciate it. So until next time, I guess we out of here. Gonna cut out. I am your shepherd. You see that right there? I'm your shepherd. That's my name on here. That's what I go by.
Like the Bible, I'm your shepherd, I shall not want.
Nah, that sounds weird, bro. That's a pause moment, right? Pause.
Yeah, that's all. Mercy.
All right, y'all, man. Y'all have a good night, fellas.
All right.
Take care. I will be in contact with y'all.
All right, so.
All right.
What? Please,